I bought a new wireless transmission system. Now, I'm not a person who kind of likes these type of systems, but when I saw this, it actually really intrigued me. It's the Hollyland Lark M2, I believe is what it's called. And this is the charging case here. And these little things are small. That is why it intrigued me. As compared to the Rode Wireless Go, which I'll grab real quick. As compared to the Rode Wireless Go, which this is the receiver, but it's the same size. It is significantly smaller, and that is actually what really intrigued me about it. And I really dislike this new trend where people are just clipping this onto their shirts or whatever, and it's just giant. It's so ugly. And if you're like, I think if like you're doing something really, really fast or something, it might be okay, and it's like not quite for professional work, you know, do whatever you need to do. But if you kind of want it to look a little bit neater, this is definitely like, I feel like the way to go. And I bought the combo pack, so I have the USB-C and the lightning adapter here. So yeah, it's got the magnetic clip here. Here's the receiver. And I think it's on. I left it to charge yesterday. It didn't come charged apparently, so I left it charge overnight. And yeah, it comes with stickers you can put over. It comes with black ones, I think. You put over that so it can be more hidden. But yeah, I bought this specifically for the phone here. So I can, when I'm doing these type of talks, like the audio will sound a little bit better. It's not that it doesn't sound bad. It's just that like when I move my fingers on my phone case, sometimes we hear the little rubbing, and I kind of want to avoid that. But there might be some applications where, you know, I'll use it for other things, you know, I don't know. But this is the reason why I really got it. And it was on Prime Day sale too, so it was on sale. It's already cheap. It's on sale, so like I was like, I should just do it because I've been eyeing this for a while now. One thing, oh wow, okay, it's trying to stick to each other. Oh no. So one thing I do think that would be a game changer if they had it in there is if you could like put a micro SD card in here and record internally, even if it's not 32-bit float, because a lot of people seem to be crazed about their 32-bit float thing. But like if you record internally in here and just keep it like fairly small like this, then it would be a game changer, and it would definitely disrupt the market a lot. But other than that, like, I think these are pretty cool. I haven't yet to test it, so I'm gonna test it real quick and see how it is. Okay, so I now have the mic clip on. It's on to me right here on my shirt. And my shirt's kind of thin, so it's kind of hanging still, but it feels kind of okay. It's right in the center of my chest. And yeah, I guess I talk a little more about it and we'll truly hear how it sounds. I guess one thing that I've noticed is the case is only for the transmitters and the receiver. So if you want to carry this around, it just has to dangle around the bag, which it comes with a bag, which is nice. So there's that. The windscreen, I don't know if I'll ever use this, like, honestly. Yeah, and then I think it's like a lanyard / necklace type thing. Here you can connect the mic to, which is pretty cool. And then here's more clips if you want to do the traditional clip style connection for anything. But one thing I thought of when I first saw this was this can potentially be a pretty good card rig. Like if you have ever done sound and had to hide mics in a car, it's very difficult. So, you know, this can potentially, you can like just hook this onto like maybe the steering wheel or something like that. Then no cables laying around. You have to tape cables all around and stuff, and just send it to the receiver here. So that's one reason why I actually thought it was pretty cool. I can hide it in places that people won't think of hiding, or it's difficult to hide. I assume the charging case turns on the unit because I turned this off. Yeah, I think it does. But yeah, so there's some applications that I think can work for this. I mean, the Rode Wireless Go, you can do that too, but something about the Rode Wireless Go that I just don't like. I bought this, I think I mentioned it a few times already. I bought this randomly. I saw it at Best Buy, and I wouldn't have gotten the white one. I probably got the black one. But I was like, let's see how it is. And I thought it was too expensive for what it is. What I use it for now is I use it as kind of a Comtech system. I transmit a signal out from the transmitter into the receiver here, and I plug in a headphone here. So directors or scriptees can listen to it if they wanted to. So that's what I use it for, and it seems to work fairly okay. So yeah, those are some of the applications that I think I would want after this test. I'll test this transmitter as well, and then I'll test over here and see how well it works with cameras. One thing I did notice, so I have it clipped on, like earlier, I have it clipped on my shirt. And when I went to take it off, my immediate reaction was to go and just pull it out like that, which is a bad thing because there's a little magnet on the other side, and that fell instantly. So I think if you're getting this unit or have a system like this, I think the DJI does this. Maybe that was people's first thing they did too. Who knows? But that might not be a good idea because you might lose the magnet here. So that's something worth considering. Another thing is on my phone, you can't see it now, but I can't put these adapters on with my case. So I had to take my case off to actually put it on because this little barrier here prevents it to going all the way in. And my phone kind of does that in general. If you have anything big you're trying to plug into a lightning port, like my DJI controller for my drone, you can't plug that in because it's a right angle and it's kind of deep. So you have to take it off. So I use my other phone for that, but with my new drone, I don't use my phone. So, but that's another consideration to think about, I guess. I didn't think about that until I was put it in. I was like, oh man, and it kind of sucks because I drop my phone a lot, and my case protects it quite a bit. I don't necessarily need my case, because I have MagSafe for my phone. So, but I do drop my phone a lot, and I don't want it to break, and that's what the case is actually here for. There's no other reason. Otherwise, I don't want a case. I want my pockets to be as free as possible. Okay, so I'm testing the camera receiver now. I have both mics on. Here's the first one. I don't know which number it is. Here's the second one. And I have it closer here. I don't think it's separated. It's mono going into the camera, so I'm unable to differentiate it in post. So I hope there's a way you can do that. That would be pretty cool. Otherwise, you're relying on, both working flawlessly. But whatever. I mean, this unit is kind of cheap, so it's kind of designed that way. I think the Rode and the DJI mic, you have the ability to separate it, right? Okay, so I think I was wrong about the splitting thing, or I just didn't find it yet. But then looks like you can. There's a button that it switches from mono to, it has like chain picture on it. So that looks like it's separating the transmitters. So there's transmitter 2, transmitter 1. So yeah, this is probably gonna be playing out in stereo for you guys, so you can hear it, and it might be a little freaky, but just to kind of let you know that I guess you can separate it, which is good. That's very good actually. So I can potentially utilize this in a sound bag if I wanted to. So yeah, I might test that eventually, but probably not on screen. I'll probably just test it at my own time and not vlog about it, because it might not that be exciting. So, because I'll have to split it and do all this jargon and stuff, and then probably figure out how to power it constantly, which is USB-C, which I already power like 2 units through USB already for my battery. So yeah, but yeah, you can separate it. Amazing. Notice on the receiver, when you turn the knob to test, like not test, but like to set the levels on the receiver, there's only 3 options, it looks like. And the LED lights kind of tell you what it is. Yeah, very little control, which is the one thing that, these units, I was trying to avoid them for professional use, because, I'm a professional sound mixer. But then if you're doing for simpler, quicker type videos, I think these type of units are perfect for that. I think for the price, it is amazing, especially for on sale price. It is amazing. Hollyland is a pretty good brand. I think when I first heard about them, I bought their transmitter, wireless transmitter, video transmitter, which is this. The Hollyland 300, Mars 300. They were kind of an, I think, upcoming brand, unknown brand in a way. My buddy actually, he's like a spokesperson for them for like trade shows. And I didn't know that. I think Hollyland's a pretty solid brand, and I do like them. So that's why I bought them compared to the other competitors. I know Rode and DJI, everyone talks about them. Everyone's like, oh, I love it, blah, 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 blah. But those are the videographers. Those aren't sound professionals. I have never heard any sound professional that kind of says that that's their go-to thing. My buddy is speaking for, they do own the Rode Wireless Go 2s, but then I think they use it more on the line of, if you need it, they do it. Because it's got internal recording, so they have that backup if they needed it. That's like the only, I guess, good option about it. Otherwise, going based on the Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz spectrum, it's not the best solution for wireless transmitters, because it's used by everything. Wi-Fi, your microwave uses it. Your phone gets in the way. So that's why I don't want to use that. So I use ultra high frequencies. But yeah, I think that is it for this video. There's not much to talk about this. There's a lot of videos about it already, and not as much as you might want if you really want to deep dive into it. But those videos will have like the reviews and how it runs, and they do like line of sight tests, which those line of sight tests, you gotta take with a grain of salt, because your situation will always be different from what they're testing it on. Regardless, to do different types of tests, like in a house, outside, forest, whatever it might be. So, you have to kind of know a little bit. Those tests are useful in the sense that if you are like being blocked by certain obstacles, that those tests are good. So just take it in that sense. Don't think that, if you get that range on a constant basis. So if it's 100 feet, then it might be less than 100 feet. So take that for a grain of salt. But yeah, this is the new units, and I think I will utilize them in my audio arsenal. And with the magnetic, oh, I'm touching the mic, how terrible. With the magnetic attaching system, I think there's a lot of solutions that I can probably find myself using them in. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.